Similarly, if they touch our clothing, lick our clothing, we don't have to wash it 7 times, 1 time with earth, or if they lick our hands, wash them. No. This is for vessels from which we're eating. Because we are now going to take food and ingest this food, that there is something in the saliva which may remain in the vessel, which may be conveyed to us through the vessel that we're eating. So this is why the requirement of 7 times and 1 time with earth. Whereas our clothing, if it touches our clothing, we're not eating with the clothing. So we just wash it as we normally wash our clothes. And if he has touched it, it doesn't mean that we cannot pray in it and so until we wash. No. Again, when we go home, of course, we wash it as we wash our clothes. It gets on our hand, we just wash it off as we would wash off anything else, uncomfortable, which gets on our bodies. Another question from Al-Ain. Sister Mariam writes, Dear Dr. Bilal, Assalamu alaikum. Is it permissible to wear lipstick and pray? What about nail polish? 2, can women wipe on nylons when making wudu? Yours sincerely, Mariam. Sister Mariam, first and foremost, the wearing of lipstick and nail polish is not permissible for a person who is making wudu. Why? Because anything which will prevent water from getting to the parts of our body that we're supposed to wash in the ablutions, preparing ourselves for prayer, such things are not permissible. When we wash our hands, the water should get to the nails on our hands. When we wash our face, the water should get to our lips. Now, lipstick and nail polish prevents the water from getting to these body parts. Similarly, any other substances which may thickly cover our hands, we have to remove. If we have, for example, we were painting and splotches of paint got on our hands, or our feet, we have to remove this paint before making wudu. So because the paint, if it's on our skin, it will stop water from getting to our skin. So on the basis of that, it's then not permissible for a woman to wear lipstick and nail polish when making wudu. Now, if a woman is on her menses, where she's not praying, then it is permissible for her to wear lipstick and nail polish in the home. Really, she should not wear it going outside of the home, because this is a form of beautification, outward beautification, which is for attraction, to make one appear more attractive to others. And as such, to go out of the home, we know it's an Islamic principle of modesty, is that the woman, when she leaves her home, she does not leave her home in a fashion which is drawing attention to herself. She wears clothing which should cover everything except for her face and hands, and the clothing that she wears should not be brightly colored and attractive to draw attention to herself. They should be, more mild and modest and quiet colors. If not black or some other darker color, but something which is modest, single colors, not a multitude of colors, things which are going to be eye-catching and drawing attention to oneself. This is not proper dress in Islam, because when a woman goes out into the society in such a fashion, drawing attention to herself, she's creating a fitna. She's putting people on trial. She is creating feelings in the minds and the hearts of others around her, which they shouldn't have. And as such, it can lead to corruption and harm in the society. It can lead to corruption in terms of the individuals and harm to herself. I mean, when people are molested, etc., usually people are dressed in these kind of fashions where they're drawing attention to themselves. So, as an Islamic principle, basic principle, a woman, when she goes outside of her home, she should maintain a very high level of modesty. And the painting of lipstick and fingernails and eyebrows and makeup and all these things are just to draw more attention to herself, which is really not permissible. And this is why Prophet Muhammad, may God's peace and blessing be upon him, said that if a woman leaves her home wearing perfume, right? It's a strong perfume, and walks by a people and they smell it and they're drawn to her, they're looking at her as she walks by, etc. Such a woman is an adulteress. It's the authentic tradition of Prophet Muhammad. He said such a woman is an adulteress. Well, obviously, according to Islamic law, the punishment for adultery is, death. Or if it's fornication, it is, 100 lashes. It doesn't mean Islamic law now takes this woman and gives her this, but it says that what it's saying is that she's like an adulteress. That the adultery which may come from what she has done, she is the cause of it. She is creating a fitna. This is why Prophet Muhammad on the very last statement which he gave to the Ummah, known as Khutbat al-Wida, during the Hajj, the final Hajj of the Prophet Muhammad, he addressed the people in Arafah, and he said, he warned them about women, that he should fear Allah with regards to women. Fear Allah with regards to women. That men have a responsibility not only to look after them, but to provide and protect them, but also to keep them within the bounds of the law, the Islamic law. Because if those bounds are not set, then women will break the bounds. So much media, etc., which is out there telling the woman that she should look like this, she should look like that, just to be plain, etc. This is not the way you should be. No, you should be looking in a way which is eye-catching, and people are attracted to you, and so. But this is the Western approach, which has turned the woman into a sexual object, which they use to sell products, etc., etc. This is not the way of the Muslim woman. She is one who should be protected in the society. Her dignity and her honor should be looked after. The whole society should feel a responsibility to protect her and to look after her in all respect. With that, dear viewers, I'd like to thank you for being with us in this segment of the program In the Light of Islam, hoping that you will write in more letters to us from wherever you may be. To me, Dr. Bilal Phillips, Sharjah TV, In the Light of Islam, P.O. Box 111, Sharjah. With that, dear viewers, I bid you all farewell. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.